All right. Welcome to the final video for Too Many Records in 2023. This is a live stream where I am going to be opening a comically gigantic, colossal amount of records because I don't know how they all piled up. I guess tis the season. But yeah, I think I have 40 packages to open, which is the most I've had since my big unboxing after moving across the country from LA to New York, where I did like 100 something packages. That was wild. Yeah, so we're gonna let some folks trickle in here, and then I'll get started, just kind of going through these packages, and I'm just gonna be chucking boxes left and right, just because I have no space for any of these records to put them. I'm very worried I'm gonna run out of space, but such is life. So, what's up, Nick? I'm glad that you made it for 10 minutes. I was worried you weren't gonna be here at all. How's it going, Terry? Lovely to see you. Happy holidays. Yeah, this has potential to be a fairly long live stream, but hopefully y'all have nowhere to be. I do. I have to go to the store, but we're here now. We're here for a while. What's up, Yanosh? What's up, Nikki? James is here. We got the whole crew. I love seeing all these little TMR little buttons next to the names. TMR Inner Circle, rise up. What's up, Lisa? How you doing? Yeah, we got a nice little crew going here. But let's see right now. I want to get us okay, we're at 20 people. Mirko's here. What's up? Yeah, I mean we can get started in a minute. There's something I want to share with y'all before I get started with the actual unboxing. That is something I think y'all need to know about. So maybe I'll just start talking about it, and then if people watch this live stream later, they'll be able to catch up and see it. I was hoping we get to maybe double this amount of people, but I want to share an album with you guys that someone reached out to me to share. It was their album, and I get a lot of people who. Oh, hi, Lisa. Just saw you pop in. I get a lot of people who send me their music, and a lot of it I try to listen to, and not all of it I love. You know, I'm only human. I have taste, and I have opinions, and I things are better and worse. But someone reached out to me, and he said to me, Matt, I love your channel. I wanted to send you this record I made. It is the most important album of my career thus far. He said it was his OK Computer, which is at first, the first thing I thought was, wow, that's intense. And then he said that his music was a kind of like if Ryuichi Sakamoto and Bon Iver had a baby. And I read all this and I was like, this is the highest praise somebody can give their album. This is crazy to say these things unless you can back it up. And I was like, okay, send me your album. So I think there might be a single on Spotify. I'm not sure. I think maybe it's supposed to be vinyl only. But I was like, send me the album. I'd love to see it. So he sent me the album. First off, the packaging, I was blown away. It came in this like paper on the outside with like a limited edition seal. And then the packaging was just absolutely stunning. So the artist's name is Leon Gallart, Guallart, and the album's called Comfort. So it has this really beautiful spot gloss and embossing on the front, and there's obviously like this red kind of string, and the string actually exists to tie the back of the jacket, which I thought was absolutely beautiful. There's a note on the inside that is like wax sealed with his signature. There's like a film strip in there. The disc is on this kind of really beautiful red marble vinyl, and I gotta say, guys, I was so ready to be like not into this record just because of how high, how he used such strong terms to describe it. I'm like, okay, there's no way it can live up. I was blown away by this album. I think that if I had spent more time with it, it might have made my top 10 list of the year, to be honest. This album is so overwhelmingly beautiful. For me, I see the Bon Iver reference, and there's definitely moments of it. It honestly sounds more like Sufjan Stevens meets James Blake, which are two of my favorite artists. Well, James Blake I love, but I'm not one of my top, but I think he's very talented. Sufjan, though, I don't compare many things to Sufjan, and I think he absolutely captures that energy in a lot of these tracks. Leon Gallart blew me away with this record. I really want you to try to listen to this if you can. Like I said, I don't know if it's on streaming. I forgot to check. But it says it's vinyl only. And you can get it on his site if you're international. So, Nikki, you might want to look into this. I'll link the site in a second. But also, he sent me extra copies, like 4 or 5 extra copies to sell in my shop. If you guys want them and you're in the States, I will ship them to you. And he said he might send me more if there's enough demand. I'm not getting paid for this. I promise you this is completely authentic. You listen to the first song of this, your jaw will drop. I promise you this is going to blow you away. So if you listen to it or are interested, DM me. I will work out a way to get you a copy. I was just truly, this is an absolutely beautiful record. And he does a cover of Blue Moon, which is one of my favorite doo-wop songs. And it's so gorgeous. So yes, trust me, the album's amazing. Congrats, Leon, on such a beautiful release. And I hope that some of you have a chance to listen to it. So I just wanted to give him that shout out because very rarely am I that moved by a record that is sent to me, or someone that solicits their music. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, this is cool, but like I really wanted to give him the shout out he deserves. Anyway, let's get started. We got 40 packages to open. I got a long day. Let's go, guys. Let's do this. All right. First one out. It's a video game record, but I can actually share it because it's not an embargo. Let's go. Okay, so this record is... I got a couple extras for the shop because... Oh, it came with... Okay, so this is... Alright. This is Pokemon Pinball. The Game Boy Advance game. Or wait, no, was it Game Boy Color? Game Boy Color game. I loved this game growing up. Huge fan of... Oh, look at Sarah already getting excited. Pokemon Pinball is so cool. And what I loved about this release, first of all, the art that they made for this is so cool. But the reason I got 4 copies was... Oh, Blakely, I miss you too, buddy. Come in soon. Is because they did something where all 151 Pokemon plus Missing No, so 152, each copy has a different Pokemon. So you don't know which one you're going to get on the B-side. So I have 4 copies to hope that I get at least one Pokemon that I like. It also came with this pack of cards. I don't really collect Pokemon cards. It feels like there's like 3 cards in here, or 2 cards. Let's see. Do I open this? I guess I'll open it, right? This, I don't know much about... I used to collect them as a kid, and then I completely fell off, and now I know they're the biggest thing in the world again, but I don't know. First of all, how do you even open this? Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay. All right, let's see if we got a cool card in here. I wonder if they're all the same in these packs. I don't know. I see a shiny. Ooh, I just got the feeling of like being a kid again and seeing a shiny Pokemon card. Don't know who the hell that is. This is Gourgeist. I haven't played the latest generation of Pokemon, so this might be a new boy. Gourgeist, but I do love the foil on that. Oh, and then we have Lampent. I feel like I don't know that either. And Pumpkaboo. Don't know any of these Pokemon. Anyway, that's cool. Let's go back to the original 151, the goats. So this one right here, let's see. My first Pokemon that I'm getting... Is that Seaking? Seaking. Not my favorite. When I used water types in the Pokemon games, wow, we are losing viewers by the minute. Stick around, guys. If you don't like video games, there's still 39 other non-video game records. Seaking, not my favorite. Seaking's fine. I never really did Goldeen in the game. That wasn't my bag. All right, next one. Let's see. All right, this is a cool one. We got Moltres. Honestly, though, my least favorite of the legendary birds. I'm more of an Articuno and Zapdos guy. So, I mean, this is pretty dope. Maybe there's someone in the community that would trade me for Moltres, because I know some people love the Firebird. For me, I don't know, Fire Spin kind of sucked. I never really used Moltres because Moltres is overrated in my opinion. But all right, 2 more chances. I really want Missing No. I love Missing No. We are losing viewers by the second. This is the smallest live stream I've ever done. This is promised to be, guys, just how many boxes are down here? It's like insane. Like, please stick with me. This is just humor me for this segment, and I promise you it'll get better. All right, 2 more. All right, we got Execute. I actually like Execute. I used Executor in quite a bit of my runs as a kid, so Execute is pretty dope, and I love green. This might be the copy I keep unless the last one is amazing. So let's see. Is it the elusive Missing No? I doubt it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull it up at the same time so we all can see together. No, it's just Clefairy. Clefairy's fine, but whatever. All right, I'm probably gonna keep Execute and keep the green. I'll have some more for the shop. So that was Pokemon Pinball. Super cool release. Really well done. I love how the bootleg scene really puts a lot of care into this stuff. Throwing in a Pokemon card deck with it, and or like a little pack, and I just think that's awesome. So shout out to the Shadow creators who are making things for fans that are really beautiful and fun. All right, let's get back to the non-game stuff, because I feel like I just saw like 10 people leave as I was doing that. Wait, what? There's another Pokemon. I don't think I ordered. Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to order this. I asked to cancel it, and they still sent it. I wonder if I'm I lied to you. There's one more Pokemon. All right. Maybe this is missing now. Maybe this is the one I keep. Because I accidentally ordered this extra one. I didn't mean to. So, all right. This is a wild stream. All right. Here we go. Come on, missing now. Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl's pretty sick too, but looks like the color of the disc is less exciting for me. I do like it's like a purpley marble. All right. We're done with Pokemon. We're done. Unless this next one's also Pokemon, in which case, yeah, I have to get all all 40 records of Pokemon. This is the weirdest April Fool's joke I've ever pulled on anybody. All right, no more Pokemon, guys. I promise. I promise. All right, we're going straight to hip hop. Oh, Jesus. Rock Marciano and the Alchemist. The Elephant Man's Bones. Rock Marcy is an awesome rapper. I don't have a lot of his records, to be completely honest, and I love The Alchemist as a producer, as most people who love hip-hop do, and I really wanted to grab this. I love how this is a nice kind of tip-on gatefold style. Feels very sturdy. Yeah, The Alchemist, Elephant Man's Bones. I haven't heard this record yet, but I have high hopes because this collaboration probably can't miss. But we'll see what happens. All right, let's see. We got... Remember this? Remember how I could never open these guys? We're back to it. We're back to it. All right. This looks like a foreign package of some kind. All right. I'm trying to throw all of these. Oh, right. I forgot that all of these were reissued. So for a long time, these were very hard to find, and there was a box set that was also very hard to get. This is 4 LPs by the Boxer Rebellion. I'm going to put this one in front because this is my favorite. So the Boxer Rebellion's a really, really good indie rock band. For this album, Promises is spectacular. I haven't listened to the other records, but I saw they all got colored vinyl represses, and I decided to get all 4 when I got when I got Promises, because I just figured if I don't like the other records as much as this one, I could just put them in the shop, as you guys know. But very excited that this finally has a repress. This was out of print for a very long time. And the box set, like I said, went for like $500-$600. Yeah, Mirko says, love the song Diamonds. Yeah, Diamonds is the single from this record, and it's so good. So if you like indie rock, definitely check out Boxer Rebellion. I can't vouch for any of these other 3, but I'm hoping that they're as good as Promises. So, very cool. Stoked to have that. All right, we got another box right here. Some kind of sticker. All right. Naughty by Nature. I slept on picking up this record, and I slept on listening to this record, to be honest. So this record is just an absolute classic. Everyone knows OPP. That's probably their biggest song, is my guess. But I had never really listened to this full album, and then I went and put it on one day because I was curious. Because sometimes you're like, I just don't know these records. Are they good up front to back? And Yoke the Joker is one of the hardest... See you later, Nick. Happy holidays, dude. Yoke the Joker, the opener of this album, is one of the hardest hip-hop tracks I've heard from this era, without a doubt. 1991. Insane. Yoke the Joker goes so hard, and this whole album is great. It kind of goes all over the place stylistically, but overall, this is definitely a classic that I'm sad I slept on. So VMP did their own version, and I think it's on colored vinyl, so very excited to give this a spin. All right, let's see. Oh, I see the name Marcus D. you see Marcus D, and you know there's going to be some good music coming. All right, let's keep this going. Marcus D, as you all hopefully know, amazing hip hop producer, lives in Japan. I was lucky enough to work with him on releasing his album Melancholy Hopeful on my label. And this is taped up like it's protecting government secrets. All right. I'm trying my best not to damage this record inside. Come on. I feel like I'm a brain surgeon sometimes trying to open these packages. Not to diminish how intelligent brain surgeons are. All right. Here we have the Earth Angel LP, and I love the little flourishes that he did on this. Look at this. So, first of all, this art is stunning, but if you can't tell, he did all throughout these beautiful spot gloss little bits. It's textured, it's gorgeous. Also on the back as well. So what's cool about this is that this is all of the collaborations that he did with Star from Star from who's on Melancholy Hopeful, including a few of the tracks that are on Melancholy Hopeful are on here. So if you didn't get a copy of that record, this is your chance to get a couple of the tracks that in somewhere else. But it comes with not just all of their collabs, but also the instrumentals, which is very cool. So love this. I love supporting my boy Marcus. Splatter, a little underwhelming, but that's not his fault. But that's okay. Very excited to give this a spin. I love the songs from Melancholy Hopeful, and I know all the songs that aren't on here. Except for one. I think there's one new original one that was not on any record, which is very cool. So if you like jazzy hip-hop, definitely go check out. I don't know if this is sold out yet, but Earth Angel LP by Marcus D. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. All right. Here we go. What the heck? Oh. I bought this from my my buddy. His family owns a tomato farm, so he gave me a mouse pad in here, Murphy Tomatoes, which is great. I was like, what the heck is this? This was a release that I unfortunately missed out on when it was up for sale, and I've been trying to track one down for a long time. Finally, he was selling his, and I decided to jump in on it. This is Metagroove, which is a jazz ensemble covering the music of Persona 5, which is already jazz funk. But to hear the music done by a live band, kind of reimaginings. This is, as you guys know, Persona is one of my favorite game soundtracks. It is just pure jazz funk brilliance front to back. Every song is gorgeous. There's some kind of lo-fi, chilled out, like kind of jazzy hip hop tracks. There's some really up tempo jazz funk bangers, and this is this is the J Music Ensemble, which I just love. This is so cool, and they did I think it was a limited run, maybe a Kickstarter or something to get this pressed. 2 discs. I was very sad that I missed it, so I did pay a pretty penny for this. But if y'all if you like Persona or jazz funk, definitely track that down, because I can't get enough Persona music. It just puts me in such a good mood whenever I listen to it, you know? All right. I don't even know what's going to be. There's just so many boxes, guys. Strap in. There's still so many boxes. Hopefully we'll have time for some Q&A too. All right, this is a classic record that I ordered because it was very cheap. And we'll see if it was over or undergraded. This is... What year did this come out? A long time ago. I don't know. It doesn't say. 60s, probably? This is Songs for Gentle People by Steve Allen and the Gentle Players. And the reason I got this is because it is featuring Gabor Szabo, who is one of my favorite jazz musicians, Hungarian jazz guitarist. If you're not familiar with his stuff, I talk about him quite a bit, and I recommend checking out anything he's ever done. There's a track on here, Flowers in Love, that really feels like it has like the same kind of vibe as some of the stuff he was doing on his big album Dreams. And I've just never seen this record. I had it in my want list, and a copy came up for like $3 or $4 plus shipping. And I was like, it said it was VG Plus, so I'm going to see if the disc is actually VG Plus as it sits here. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oof, I do see some kind of big scratches, but they're surface level. Yeah, definitely some scratches, but I don't think there's anything deep, which is nice. What I will say is it's cool because I think I got it because it's a white label promo too, not for sale, which is rad. So if you guys like, this is probably a little breezier than some of Gabor's solo stuff, which is has a little more kind of world music feel to it. This is probably a little more Americanized and traditional. But like I said, there are some tracks on here that really harken to what Gabor has done in his solo career after this. So I think it was like less than $10 shipped. So I think for that, it was a good deal. I'm very excited to see what's going on with that. If anyone knows that record, let me know. This is a box set that I shelled out for, and I'm mad I had to do this. And I did it just because I was worried if I didn't do it, there would be no way to get the record I wanted. This is the Jet Life Pilot Talk box set. So, again, I'm kind of frustrated that this is the only way I could do this. So, let me rest this on my shoulder like it's a big sword from an anime. Currency is an amazing rapper who has put out 100+ albums probably at this point between his studio albums and his mixtapes. And for me, there's a pocket early in his career where he was really firing on all cylinders. It was kind of like the Pilot Talk 2, Covert Coup, Stoned Immaculate, like those early records, Weekend at Bernie's, really, really, really good albums. And Pilot Talk 1 finally got a pressing a few years back, and I got it. And then Pilot Talk 2, which is my favorite outside of Covert Coup, got a pressing through this box set. There's no way to get the album on its own. So this is Pilot Talk 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, 3 and 4 are a little forgettable. They're not bad. They're just not amazing like the first two. So I basically bought this box set because I was worried I would never get Pilot Talk 2 if I didn't. So now I'm going to sell my Pilot Talk 1 and now have this and then have these Pilot Talk 3 and 4. I don't know if I'm boring you guys with that kind of logic, but it's a bummer that he didn't do it. The box, it looks really, really well done, really well put together. But it is kind of a bummer that he didn't separate them. I think, it's a bit of a money-making scheme, but such is life. All right, got another box right here, though. Anyway, no one's saying anything. I'm just kind of ranting about this somewhat obscure hip-hop thing, and everyone's just sitting here silently get to the next thing, Matt. All right, I'm working on it. Okay. What is in here? Ah, yes. Yes. I did order all of these. Goose says he's on mute because he's working my shop. Wow. Did you have to say it so aggressively, Goose? Unbelievable. This is all of the Fish reissues they just put up. I didn't get all of them. I just got a few of them. So, Junta, one of their best studio records. Billy Breathes. I already own the previous release of Billy Breathes, but this one's on colored vinyl, so now I have one to sell and one to keep. This is my favorite of their studio records. And Hoist. I don't remember if I liked this one, but I got it because I think it's been out of print for a while, and I was like, I better get it before I forget. And I think these all sold out, I believe. I could be wrong. But Fish records, are kind of hard to find, and, for the store, always good to have. So 2 of these are definitely for me, but 1 might be for the store. Did I not already own Junta? I was thinking about that, and I might in a box somewhere, but I don't have it in my shelf. So I think I might have sold my copy a while ago. I don't know. Sometimes when records get so expensive, I just sell them because I'm like, it'll come back around. And usually, 8 out of 10 times, I'm right. However, not every time. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. All right. Let's keep going. There's so many more to get through, folks. Thank you all for spending a little bit of this Friday with me. This is, like I said, my last video of the year, and I have some really good ones coming out in January. But for now, this is our last chance to interact. So feel free to, stick around, and we'll do a little Q&A at the end, ideally. All right. This is the next installments. The art on these are so good. So, as you all know, I love Vaporwave, and I also love the cult movie The Room. I've seen it a million times. I met Tommy Wiseau multiple times when I lived in LA. And there is a Vaporwave series that is inspired by The Room called Wiseau-Wave. And this is the third and fourth copies of Wiseau-Wave, or third and fourth installments, I should say. This art is so good. Look at this. Oh my god. It's just like good. It's just like classic Vaporwave with like The Room samples in it. I don't know. It's very fun, very kitschy. I think The Room was a seminal part of my 20s. I watched it with so many friends, and I went to the live shows, and I met him at cons. I don't know. I just feel like I'm always gonna have a very soft spot. Like when I think about my time in LA, the 7 years I spent there, The Room is like an intrinsically like important part of those 7 years. So yeah, I'm a sucker for this. Whatever, I picked it up. The label's really good too. Villain, I like the stuff they put out. So you got the first Wiseau-Wave in reel to reel. That's so funny. Yeah, Vaporwave's kind of dead, but stuff like this gives me hope that it may have a resurgence at some point. All right, what have we here? Oh, the next album from the Interscope Vinyl Collective. This is Obi Trice Cheers, a record that was quite hard to find leading up to this. I love that they did the whole jacket foil. I think that my initial reaction to this club is that they really put a lot of care into the presentation. I was blown away by the Chronix alternate artwork with the spot gloss the spot foil, and this is a beautiful jacket. I gotta be honest, I don't know this record that well. I'm kind of just along for the ride, but this is from the era of hip hop I love. There's there's Eminem, there's Nate Dogg, there's 50 Cent on here, there's Dre. I feel like this album is probably excellent. I just never listened to it. Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. So yeah, I'm excited to give that a listen, but really impressed by the Interscope record club. I think it's so far it's absolutely worth the money. I think it's cool, and my hope is that they do some crazy, like, unexpected, like, 9 Inch Nails release or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So what is this? This looks like just... I was so excited when I woke up that day, and I saw that they were doing a 5 unreleased songs by Sufjan Stevens, kind of like a promo. I think... I've read multiple things about this. I've read that these are tracks that are leftovers from Javelin. I've also read that they're tracks that are leftovers from Carrie and Lowell. I don't know which that is, but either way, 5 more Sufjan tracks. I will never kick that out of bed. I don't know. I mean, if anyone knows the deal behind these songs, I think they were also included as a CD for the Javelin. It's one of the Javelin pre-orders. I don't know, but I don't know the details of where these came from, but 5 more tracks by Sufjan is a hell yes for me any day of the week. Oh my god, there's so many more. We still have over 25 packages, guys. Let's go. Can't get over how sassy Goose was just now. All right. Go, Goose, go. That sounds like a children's book. Like Hop on Pop. Go Goose Go. These are beautiful looking albums. Lisa, I told you, you got to start getting some colored vinyl. Oh, I ordered this from Japan, and it showed up. Sick. This band is so underrated. Oh my god, I used to see this band live in LA in like 2015-ish. This is the Belinda Butchers, and this is one of their EPs called Regret, Love, Guilt, and Dreams. Belinda Butchers are, in my opinion, one of the best kind of shoegaze dream pop acts of the 2000s. Just unbelievably beautiful music. Their big album's called Heaven. My copy, I believe, is fully signed. I think I got it signed at a show by them. This EP before this recent repress was going for like triple digits. It was like very, very hard to find. But I'm glad they repressed it because I didn't own it and I always wanted it. Miles, that's such a throwback, dude. It's true. Sandy and I did review Belinda Butchers. Yeah, that first year of the channel, I was really kind of like, we did a lot more album reviews, and I think we might have reviewed the entire album if I remember correctly. But yes, Belinda Butchers are great, and this is a solid, very solid EP that I'm glad I had a chance to pick up. Even with Japanese shipping, it was still half the price of what it would have cost to get it the original press. So yeah, their name is an homage to a member of My Bloody Valentine, which, you know, makes sense based on the kind of music they make. But I met them, and they're all really nice people. They're all really cool, and I love when I meet a musician, and they're very humble and nice. So can't say enough positive things about them. If you like shoegaze and dream pop, definitely check out their stuff. What's up, Robert? Melbourne, Australia. That's awesome. All right. What is in this bag? Kobe. Ah, yes. This is an album I did not listen to. But I ordered it because I okay. How do I explain this? So there's an album that came into my possession at the store by a band called Listener, and I didn't know what to expect from it, and I listened to it, and it was beautiful. It was like really cool, kind of like experimental rock with a little bit of emo, a little bit of like electronic elements. It was really good, and I just was like, this band's excellent. And then I went and I added all their other albums to my Discogs. I think there were maybe 2 or 3 other ones, and all of them had like no copies for sale. They were all like very hard to find. Like, not, the prices weren't crazy from the history, but there were like none available to get. So I was like, okay, maybe one of them will eventually pop up. So this Listener record popped up for a pretty cheap price randomly on my want list, and I just bought it without thinking, because I was like, I'm very curious about if it's as good as the other album I heard. And, you know, it hadn't sold since like early 2022, so they don't pop up very often. And then another Listener album, which could be in this pile, popped up a couple weeks later. So now I have 3 of the maybe 4. But I'm very excited. When I ordered this record on Discogs, the guy who I bought it from, his comment before he shipped it was, actually, let me see if I can pull it up, what he said. It was really funny. Hold on. I don't very often get people to comment when I'm on Discogs saying anything about too many records, but I bought it from him, and he goes, "Boom! The man, the myth, the legend." I just thought that was really funny. So yeah, thank you. Shout out for a fair price for that. I appreciate that. Oh, that mechanical keyboard. It's a cheap mechanical keyboard. It's not one of the nice ones. It's like a knockoff. All right, let's keep going. This is, I believe, a video game record from Embargo. Apologies. Moving on. If you're new to my stream, sometimes I get video game bootlegs that I'm not allowed to talk about because they're in embargo periods, because people risk their stuff to make them made. Is that the right term? To create them. All right. All right. This is cool. So Mike is a really good experimental underground rapper. He's gotten a lot of notoriety over the past few years, and a lot of his projects people go crazy for. I don't know this one. This is one of his earlier projects, Renaissance Man, and it was out of print for a long time, and I guess there was a small restock of like 20 of them on Lex Records, and I happened to be online when the restock went up, so I grabbed it. Just because, again, if I don't like it, it's super cool to have for the shop. But, yeah, Mike, not the same Mike, but good try. So I don't know anything about that record, unfortunately. Can we get it in one? Damn it. The other side. I was supposed to go from the other side. Yes, my favorite company, not Sufjan Stevens, that's the artist. My favorite company, Urban Outfitters. This is Illinois by Sufjan Stevens, and why on God's green earth did they put their sticker over the hype sticker? The only explanation for this is that a machine did this while the machine was drunk. If a human being put the sticker there, they deserve to get a flat tire on their car. I'm not going to wish anything really, really ill on them, but this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Let me see if I can even get this off without damaging the hype sticker. Unbelievable. Unbelievable placement. Why would someone do this? Like, I'm not the biggest hype sticker. Oh my God, wait. It's ripping the hype sticker. I don't even care that much about hype stickers. I guess you can use like Goo Gone or something to get it off. I don't really care. I'm probably going to end up ripping it anyway. But that being said, what a stupid thing. Anyway, this is like my third or fourth copy of this record. I own the original, which, fun fact, if you don't know, most of you probably know this if you're fans of Sufjan. If you're not, this is a very cool fact. The original press of Illinois, where these balloons are, they had a Superman that was flying through the sky, and then DC was like, no. So they were like, oh shit, we already made all these. So they took all the copies that existed and they put a balloon sticker over it. So if you have the first press with the balloon sticker, there's a Superman underneath there. So I have a first press with an unpeeled balloon sticker. It's basically the modern day Velvet Underground banana. And all the subsequent represses have the balloon instead of Superman. So I have the original with the balloon sticker. I have this one, which is yellow, which I bought it because I was curious how it sounded in comparison. If it was like the best sounding version, I'd keep it. Otherwise, I'd sell it. And I also have the Marvel edition that they did. It was like a collab with Marvel, I think, which is weird. Or was it with Marvel? Why would they work with them? Oh, wait. Oh, I guess that makes sense because DC was mad at them, so they did a Marvel collab to get like a different kind of superhero here. I don't know. That being said, I own too many copies of this record. I did get that direct from Urban Outfitters, and that one shipped just fine. My Carrie and Lowell, however, got canceled, although I should have one in here. I believe I was able to catch a restock finally. We'll see. But favorite track off Illinois. Yours is The Man in Metropolis Steals. I love that track. The names are so damn long in Illinois. I feel like I have to look at them to figure. I mean, it's really hard for me to say there's better songs than like John Wayne Gacy Jr. and Casimir Pulaski Day. Those are just such incredible songs. But The Predatory Wasp is insanely good. Decatur is insanely good. Illinois is a modern masterpiece, and I think it'll be remembered for 100 years. It's that good. This is a record that I am super excited about. It was actually going to be on my list of grails that I'm trying to get for next year, and I ended up getting it right at the wire this year. This is an album called Brazilian Girls. It is kind of like a loungy, down-tempo-y, Brazilian-inspired electronic record. That has some more traditional parts, has some more modernized parts. It is a very hard record to get. I've been looking for it for a long time, and it finally popped up in good condition and a good price that I was willing to pay. If you like Brazilian music, definitely recommend checking this out. Super stoked to own this now. I've just been looking for it for a while, and it was ready to go on my list of 7 for next year. Had to strike it. I'm adding something else because now I have it. Terry, you love that album. Yeah, Terry, how would you describe this record? I'm curious because I think it's just so unique and so well done. So good. And it's on Verve, which is cool. It's unique, hard to describe. That's what I'm saying. Just listen to it. If you like anything I just described, if you like Brazilian music at all, or if you like kind of electronic music, definitely give it a listen. You will love it. The TMR guarantee. All right. I think I know what this is. Finally. Come on. Why? Why are they doing this? Why? As if like there wasn't more reason to hate this company. Like, they're so evil, and the only reason I buy from them is because they sometimes put out things that I want, and you can only get through them. But why? Oh, that's so infuriating. Unbelievable. Anyway, Carrie Lowell is in my top 5 records of all time. It is one of the most beautiful, heartbreaking, gorgeous singer-songwriter records ever made, in my opinion. I've heard quite a few. And who is Sufjan? Are you asleep? Sufjan is an indie folk artist who dabbles in folktronica sometimes. He's done operas. He's done fully electronic records. He's done... he's just one of the most talented artists ever, in my opinion. I think he's in my top 5. This is his best record, in my opinion. And the original press of this is notorious to sound like garbage. Now, I've read only positive things about this pressing. People say it sounds really good. It's not noisy, whatever it may be. I'm very excited to have this. I ordered it the second it went on sale, and they canceled my order because they're, again, the worst company ever. And I finally caught a restock, and they sent it to me this time. So, why did they put the sticker there? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like they go out of their way. It feels like they go out of their way to be obnoxious. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to do that. It's so stupid. Anyway, Carrie Lowell, check it out. Supposedly only 1,000 copies of that Carrie Lowell, but Urban Outfitters is known to lie. They're known to lie. Oh, I should have waited to open this with Alex. This is one of these records is actually for her. This is Hawk. It's a heavy metal record from the 80s. It's a sealed original. And yeah, this is Alex's, so I'm not gonna steal her spotlight on this. I will let her enjoy that to the fullest when I see her. This one's for me though. I just had to snag a shout out to Rob Ska from Whatnot. I was in his stream and I snagged these 2 golden records. This one in particular, a Japanese press of Boston's self-titled. One of my favorite records. I think one of the top 5 debut records of all time of any band of any era. And the Japanese, come on, I love an obi strip where it shows the band. So cool. I mean, I have a really nice pressing of this, but I just think, aesthetically, I had to grab the obi. I had to get that obi. Love a good obi. Last year for the 1-year anniversary of the store, we had like 80 Japanese records go out, and I think we're going to do it again for the 2-year in May. Very excited to be acquiring some interesting Japanese records over the next few months. I don't know. I just think they're fun. I think the obi strip is part of why collecting is fun. You know what I mean? It's like just like a cool aesthetic feature. Two more video game related records. I'll gloss over these because I know they're not everyone's favorite for me to talk to. This is World of Ruin, which is music. It's covers of songs from Final Fantasy VI, which is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. And then this one is probably a little more mass appeal. This is Rainbow Road 64. It is this is all from Respawned Records, and this is basically lo-fi Mario Kart. Look how cool. It's a picture disc, but look how cool that is. Lo-fi Mario Kart 64. Very cool. Very happy. All right. So I'm just trying to move these boxes around so I can actually get to them. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot this. I ordered this. This got a repress. This is a great emo record. Emo alt rock. This is Lydia's Devil. Near Mint put this out. Near Mint is doing quite a few really interesting reissues these days. Near Mint predominantly is a kind of emo pop punk kind of label, and they also have been dipping their toes into hip hop, which is cool. But this is definitely firmly in the kind of emo alt rock camp. I love the Obi strip on this. Very, very nice. The original press of this was very, very hard to find. I had a copy once upon a time, and it was a little too beat up for me. The jacket and the disc was like low VG plus, so I sold it. And now I'm happy to have this, which I'm sure is going to be, in comparison, pristine, which is nice. So, speaking of emo pop punk, I feel like I know what this is, which is exciting, if it's what I think it is. What the heck? Oh my god, there's a bumper sticker in here. This car breaks for puppies, kittens, and hello goodbye shows. This is the most millennial thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I say that as a millennial. This is what TikTok makes fun of millennials for. So this is the copy of Hello Goodbyes. I've been asking for this record to be on vinyl for 5 years, maybe more, 7 years. And this is Zombies, Aliens, Vampires, Dinosaurs, their best record. And it was supposed to be signed, but it's only signed by one person. Is that like I guess maybe just the singer signed it? I thought it was going to be full band signed, but it's just a little Siggy. Did I already get a copy of this? Yes, I ordered a copy of this before the signed one went up for sale. And I believe the signed one is on Splatter? Yeah. Really pretty splatter, which is cool. Matches the cover really nicely. Matches that little guy. So I wanted the signed copy, but I'm a little disappointed it's only signed by one person. And maybe that's the only remaining member of the band since this era. I have to look into that, but I think that might be right. That being said, great record. Huge fan. So good. Here in Your Arms. I mean, that song is just like it's like if you listen to Here in Your Arms with headphones, it's like snorting a line of Baby Bottle Pop. You know what I'm saying? Anyone feel me on that one? This is a great record. I don't know if I can show some of the art here. It's a little offensive, but this is Axiom Funkronomicon. Oh, we have a little super chat from Mirko. Thank you. A reminder to check out the Vintage Caravan. Oh man, you're right. I need to do it. Please send me a DM so I can make sure I check it out. Merry Christmas to you too, Mirko. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's very kind of you. If those of you who don't know, you're welcome to throw me a super chat and I will answer your question to the best of my ability in the midst of my unboxing. Feel free to do so if you feel so inclined, but you certainly don't have to. So yeah, this is how do we pronounce this? Funkronomicon. I think I got that right. Really good kind of funk record. There's a lot of people. It's produced by Bill Laswell, which is like a jazz funk legend. Who is on this record? I gotta remember, there's a lot of people that are like involved with this, and I just decided to grab it because it's hard to find, and I got it for like half of the going rate, which is pretty rad. let's see. It came out in 2018. It looks like there's some Herbie Hancock on here. There's Buckethead on here. Bootsy Collins. They sample some Eddie Hazel guitar. Yeah, it's just a really interesting collaboration of a lot of iconic musicians. And this has been on my list for a minute, and I finally tracked it down. So if you like this kind of stuff, hey, Lone Wolf, thank you so much. Happy holidays to you as well. I really appreciate the support for the channel. It means a lot. Thank you. So, a little heart there. All right, we got some more. Yes, this is a record I paid up a little bit for as well, but it's an artist that I think I've told you all I've gotten into recently. This is Fink's Distance and Time. Long out of print, kind of folktronica, really, really good stuff. And this album has never had a repress. I think this is on Ninja Tune. Maybe? Yeah, Ninja Tune, which is interesting because it's more folk than most of the stuff Ninja Tune puts out. But if you haven't checked out Fink, I was really blown away by his output pretty consistently, especially the early stuff. So really happy to finally own this one as well. Okay, Corey said Forrest is the only original member, so it wouldn't make sense for the members who joined after to sign it. That makes a lot of sense. I just wish they would have maybe explained that when they did the signed variant, you know, and make you think that, oh, maybe they got all the old guys who were in it to sign it. I know that's probably a far cry expectation for a band that is not fully together anymore, but I don't know. It's like the same pet peeve I have when they're like signed copy and it's like a signed like art card on the inside. I'm like, well, if you said art card, I wouldn't have bought it. Like, I don't want an art card. I want it signed on the jacket. So it's the same philosophy of like, just be upfront with expectations, you know? That's just how I feel. All right, this one is a record that I'm actually super stoked. Oh, look at this beautiful. All right, I can show this art. Yeah, this isn't. That's an animal. It's not a. It's an animal. That's an animal down there. So this is Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. I love this. All the other versions don't have this gold foil on it. I'm such a sucker for this stuff, man. I want to see what this variant looks like because I got suckered in by the variant on the Walmart website, and I was like, all right, let's see if this is as beautiful as it's supposed to be. But this is, again, one of the best hip-hop albums of the decade that it came out. Let's see. Okay, classic ghostly blue. I like these ghostly variants. I think they're really beautiful, especially like under light. Matches my shirt a little bit. But yes, Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. I wonder how this sounds stacked up to the Vinyl Me Please version, which is the one I have prior. Excited to give it a listen. I can never get sick of listening to this album. It's so good. Whichever one sounds better is the one I'm probably going to keep. But all right, let's keep going. We still have some more to get through. Ah, yes. So this is an album, Chasing Summer by Sir. If you like modern R&B, little hip hop, but mostly kind of like R&B, soul, this album by Sir is so good. And I ordered the black pressing, and that sold out, I believe. And then they put up an orange pressing like a couple months later, and I'm like, come on, man. So I got the orange one, and now I'm gonna have to sell my black one because I want the orange. Because I mean, come on, the match. How do you say no? So Vinyl Digital got me again with the double dip. It is what it is. Great record though. Super good. Blakely says best album ever. Let's go, Blakely. That's a I thought you would pipe up when I showed that if you were still in here. I see New Sounds and Old talks about Bremer McCoy. Yeah, I remember your comment on the video. I definitely want to check them out for sure if they're anything like Svanborg Cardib. Oh, this is my other copy. I ordered two copies of this. I am so embarrassed to say I haven't even listened to this yet. This is Boy Genius's The Rest, which is 4 songs that did not make it onto their album from this year. This is, I forget which variant this is. I think this is the exclusive solid metallic. I have 2 versions of this. And this was in my top 5 albums of the year, and I still haven't listened to this additional material. So I really would love to have a little more time in my day, but I very rarely do. So such is the life. I hear it's great, though. It'll just make it that much more special when I get to actually listen to it. How about that? Did I order a 3rd version of this? Guys, I don't know what's going on. I guess I got a 3rd version, the Newberry Comics, limited to 300. Again, I think in the moment I forget these things, and I think my logic is like, oh, I'll just have a copy for the shop. Which is true. I own a record shop. Someone's going to be stoked to come in there and buy this. But, oh boy. I truly didn't remember I ordered that many copies of it. Such is life. I feel like my philosophy in the back of my mind is that I always have to be having interesting things in the shop that other shops in town might not get. And I don't think any other shop in town is going to have this record. So, at least maybe not a cool variant of it. Maybe Music Millennium would. But, alright. This is another hip-hop tape. It's a lot of bumper stickers. I know I need more cars, Terry. This is Space Ghost Perps, the mixtape. This is one of his more iconic tapes. The art is so good. I don't remember if Lil Ugly Mane is on this record or not. He's on one of his tapes, but Space Ghost Perp, some of his stuff is amazing. Some of his stuff is unlistenably bad. This is one of the good ones. So, Fonk is a really good record, which Vinyl Be Pleased did a variant of, and then this one is also quite good. Yeah, limited, numbered on the bottom, 300. I bet you that this in 2 years is going to be worth like $200. It's one of those things where I was like, if I don't get it now, I'm never going to own it. So I think it was expensive to get it shipped too, but you know what? Again, you have to kind of project ahead and be like, if I'm going to want this down the road, am I going to be willing to spend 4x what it costs now? And that's kind of the way this hobby goes sometimes. Not for everything, but for some things, you know? Oh, speaking of Svanborg Cardib, same thing. Same thing happened. Oh, I didn't realize I ordered this from Agartha Records, which is a record store that I've shown off in multiple videos when I go to Minneapolis to see Adam. This is the record that I accidentally put in my top 10 of this year that actually came out at the end of last year, so my bad. But this record is absolutely beautiful. I have the black variant, and then I saw there was a purple that was really cheap. It was like $20. So I'm just gonna put my copy in my picks at the shop because it's obviously one of my picks, and now I have the purple for here. So that's pretty sweet. Let's follow the arrows. Serious right now? Are you serious right now? Can you believe we don't even have a jacuzzi? Alright. You know, five times the charm. This is Eyeliner's BRB, the latest record from Vaporwave legend Eyeliner. This is an artist that doesn't put out that much material, but every single record that Eyeliner has done... Actually, do they have more than one record? Look it up. They have a record called Buy Now that is really, really good. Oh, they have a bunch. Okay, so then this is... Oh, I didn't realize they put out a record in 2020. I did not hear it. But yes, but Eyeliner is a classic Vaporwave artist. And this is the new record. And I'm excited to hear it. It's one of those artists that I just kind of buy on a whim because I've liked everything I've heard of theirs. thus far. And let's look at... Ooh, Lisa, you ready for this variant? Oh, so pretty. So beautiful. Yes. Eyeliner. If you like Vaporwave, or if you have not heard them, definitely check them out. Oh my god, what the heck? This is so weird. I just got a record returned to me that I sent to somebody internationally. That's super weird. They were actually hounding me, asking me where their record was, and it just got returned. So maybe they gave me the wrong address. I don't know, but that's very unfortunate because that cost a decent amount of money to ship, and I don't know if I'm going to just eat that money now, which is why I don't like shipping internationally, because things like this happen. Well, at least I have an answer for them now, but ugh, that's extremely frustrating. Talk about some classics in here, and again, they didn't sign the jackets, which makes me very unhappy. But I already own original pressings of both of these. Something Corporate is one of my favorite emo pop record projects ever. These two records, especially this one, were going for hundreds of dollars for a long time, and finally they got represses. And I ordered these from the site because they came signed, but they came signed with in booklets, signed booklets, which I guess is kind of cool, but I really would prefer you just to sign the damn jacket. Just how hard can it be? Just sign the jacket. That being said, very cool. Happy to have these signed by, I really love both those records. So I'm happy to have the signatures. I just wish they were on the jacket. That's all. Is that so much to ask? Josh Crotto, what's up, man? Didn't know you were in here. And finally, this is exciting. The Wonders. That thing you do. Adam Schlesinger helped write a lot of these tracks. He's a genius. You guys know I'm a huge fan of him. Amazing movie. Amazing soundtrack. And, yeah, I'm really excited to give this a spin. This has been a long time coming on vinyl. Mondo's been talking about it forever and ever and ever, and they finally pressed it. So, very, very excited to have this after many years of wondering if this was ever going to actually come out. Just a classic. Terry, oh, that's so sweet. Happy holidays to you too, Terry. I hope that in 2024 we get to hang out again. Are you thinking about maybe coming out for the 2-year? That would be, I know last time it was kind of like a lucky coincidence, but it would be pretty amazing if you were here again. I appreciate you so much, Terry. Thank you. You're going to get a little shout out in my upcoming video. I think you know why. So look forward to that. All right, this is another pop punk classic that I never thought I would own. The original. This is not the original. This is the repress. So this is You Me at 6. Take Off Your Colors. Really, really, really solid, just front to back writing pop punk from 2000. I don't remember what year this came out. Now I'm gonna have to look it up because I'm curious. When did this come out? 2003? 8. Wow, I'm way off. 2008. The original press of this was a very limited run that never went up for sale, and it was long sold out. And I kind of gave up thinking I would ever own this. And then they announced a repress, and I managed to snag it before it was too late. So Very excited. The repress sold out insanely fast too. So I think, again, just difficult to find in general. But I knew I wasn't going to make the same mistake twice. If you like pop punk and you don't know this record, I like how it says it almost says you meet 6. But no, it's you me at 6. Really solid. Really good route. Really good stuff. All right. We're getting close to the end, I think, which is nice. This is my workout every week. Just opening these mailers. Ah, yes. Very excited about this. And well done to them for using the spot foil as appropriately. If you guys watched my video of my top 10 albums of the year, this made my top 10. I think this was even in the top 5. Maybe it was 6. I forget. This is Coruscant Kintsugi by Eric Hilton and Natalia Clavier. This is such a beautiful trip-hop, down-tempo masterpiece. This really so Eric Hilton's from Thievery Corporation, and this is Coruscant Kintsugi. I love that title. Kintsugi is the art of repairing things that are broken using gold. So Coruscant is heart. So Coruscant Kintsugi, like, is just like, I think it's such a conceptually beautiful thing. And this right here, I'm so excited to spin it. This was such a surprise for me. I love that the back has the spot foil too. Really well done. And it just took me by surprise how much I love this, because it really does harken back to the days of classic trip-hop, loungy, just syrupy goodness. So definitely worth checking out. Eric Hilton is a legend, and he lives up to that legend with this record. I didn't even play this game, really. This is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This is just like a random video game soundtrack that popped up for sale one day. Obviously bootleg. And I was like, all right. I feel like at some point this will be worth owning. But I don't have any details about why I bought it. I think there's one more big box of stuff. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to get to it. I don't know what's in here. This might not even be a record. I don't know. Oh my god. This is very heavy. Did I order like a big order from somewhere? I might have and forgotten. Oh, this is just a bunch of... This is like... I ordered a distro for the store. I forgot I ordered this. Yeah, so this is just store stock. Some hip-hop. Nothing crazy. It's like Eminem and Boyz II Men. Just stuff that I thought people might want. So I'll be probably pricing these out and putting them in the shop very soon. But oh my god, this is the heaviest box ever. All right, that is the live stream, guys, in terms of the unboxing. We did it. We opened up 40 records, which is wild. Was that Slim Shady? It sure was. I'll do a little Q&A for a few minutes, and then I gotta get my butt over to the shop, because Matt is going to be, every minute I'm late, he berates me. So right now we're at 68 minutes of berating from Goose. So I really don't want to hit that 75 if I can avoid it. So if you have any final questions, thoughts to end the year on, any final super chats, I will answer your question to the best of my ability. I know it's a little late for super chats, but they're always appreciated. I should give you a sneak peek of the new store stuff. I mean, I don't think there's anything like that crazy in here. Let's see. I'm just going to go through it. If anything really cool pops out, I'll let you know. Yeah, like Lady Gaga and Erykah Badu, The Roots, Nina Simone, more Roots, Arrested Development, Drake. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Reissue of this jazz funk banger. Nellyville, love this record. Pimp Juice all day. Yeah, more Erykah Badu. Yeah, I just got some random stuff that I thought would be cool to have in the shop. I don't do a lot of like orders of new records, but sometimes you gotta just you gotta make an exception sometimes. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, if you have any final thoughts. Oh, Josh Crotto. Super chat. Thank you so much, Josh. What record am I most excited to listen to that I got today? Happy holidays to you as well. The record I'm most excited to listen to. It's a good question. I'm going through it right now to see what is like my most excited from all of these. I mean, honestly, it's going to be Sufjan's Carrying Lowell just because I'm excited to hear a pressing of this that supposedly doesn't sound like chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So, I mean, just spinning this record and having it be silent would be a dream. So that's probably my answer. I'm sure you can appreciate that as well as a big Sufjan fan yourself. So, yeah. Miles says, love your top albums of the year. Discovered some great music there. You think I have great taste. You've been watching me for years and you appreciate my channel. Well, Miles, I appreciate you. You know, you've been in these streams for many years and I take notice of that and I appreciate that. Anyone that's stuck with me this long is just as crazy as me about records, which is awesome. So, thank you. Oh, Lisa, happy holidays to you too. That's so sweet. When you're back in town, you got to come by for the New Year's Eve party, or New Year's Eve day party, like I told you about. Bring the Gaga and the Nina Simone. You'll be there tonight. All right, Cam. All right, I'll bring them. You're heading to All Points East in London next year. That's awesome. Death Cab and the Postal Service. Yes, I'm actually going to Kilby Block Party in May, which is one of my favorite festival lineups I've ever seen. I mean, the top artists are LCD Sound System, Postal Service, Vampire Weekend, Wu-Tang Clan, Death Cab for Cutie. Like, that alone, I'm in, but there's so many other good ones. So I'm very, very excited to go to that festival. Yeah. It's going to be fun. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. As always, you can DM me, chat on Instagram. Some great videos planned for next year. I hope you all have a beautiful holiday season with your friends or family. Yeah, it was great chatting with you all today. And I'll be back in January with some more fun stuff. So have an amazing holiday, New Year, and we'll all talk soon. Take it easy, y'all.